Hi friends, it's Drea and welcome to my channel where we talk about budgeting, cash envelopes, savings challenges, and all things about setting financial goals. For this video, we're going to talk about what I want to accomplish in 2022 and how I am setting myself up for this success. If you like this kind of content, please like, comment, and subscribe, and let's jump into the video. So the first thing that I want to do in 2022 is to save money. I have several big things coming up in 2022, and I want to make sure that I have the cash and I'm not tempted to swipe my credit card for something I can start planning for now. I'm not anti-credit card. I actually use my Amex a lot, but I'm anti-waiting until the last minute when I can start saving now. I know it's coming, and I just need to start making a plan early. My second goal for 2022 is to pay down some big bills. I have a solar panel system, which I can talk a little bit more about if you'd like in another video. I have a tax bill that I'm paying off, and then I also have a personal loan that my husband and I are paying off. The third thing that I want to do is keep track of where my money goes and get better at tracking my spending. Tracking my spending and transactions is an area that I am horrible at. I'm a student of Dave Ramsey since about 2017, and I've made so much progress, but as I've gotten more comfortable, I've started sliding. And that sliding will creep up on you before you know it. I was a zero-based budgeter who transitioned to leaving a buffer in my checking account, which is not bad, but it ended up being unaccounted for money. It was there, it didn't have a job, so it got spent where it could have been reallocated towards something smart. I paid off a lot of debt in 2017, around $45,000 worth of credit cards, car loans, student loans, but instead of being 100% foot on the gas and continuing my debt snowball, I freed up cash that ended up being spent on eating out, shopping, all kinds of stuff. I hope somebody feel me on that. But don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. Where Dave and I differ is that I still want to live while paying off debt. I don't like scorched earth, which is what he calls it. No fun, no lattes, no petties type mentality. But I also allowed myself to get a little too loosey-goosey, and I lost some focus. And that's nobody's fault but mine. I didn't put any of it on a credit card, so amen to that. But I can't tell you where the money went, or do I have anything to show for it. It's just gone. It was just blow money, and it didn't have an assignment. So I want to do better with that. The next thing I want to do is to manage my spending better. So to do that, a quick way to jumpstart that is to do a no spend. So I've decided for 2022 that the first 7 days of every month is a no spend. And I will get more into detail about that and exactly what I do spend the money on and what I don't spend the money on during a no spend period. I also want to focus on plussing up my sinking funds and adding new ones as the year progresses. I watch a lot of lovely ladies in the YouTube space talking about budgeting and cash envelopes and savings challenges. And I'm pretty sure that there's a couple that I'm going to want to join in on. I just haven't figured it out yet, haven't decided on it yet, but I know it's coming. So you can expect that there will be a couple more cash sinking funds and savings challenges as we progress. My husband and I get paid 3 times a month, and we own a business. So I'm going to stuff envelopes 3 times a month for you guys, even though we have 4 paychecks coming in. So the first thing I want to do is start going through, I want to show you my envelopes. So we'll start here with short term. So short term is anything that I am potentially going to use very soon or will be used during the month. So in short term, we have hubby. So I started an envelope for hubby because he doesn't have envelopes like I do. I have envelopes for everything. He doesn't, but he does want to have an opportunity to save some money, and I want to be able to tuck aside a little bit of money for him. So every pay period, I put money for him into his hubby folder. It is in the short term because if at any point during the month he wants to buy something for himself, or he wants to buy something, fishing related or anything like that, he knows that he can come here and there's money in his envelope. Right now, there is no money in the envelope because I am setting everything up. So I just wanted to bring you in on exactly what you will see upcoming in 2022. This is my self-care envelope, also known as mine. You'll see that in one of my other envelopes. But this one is for anything self-care related, anything that I'm going to use to make me feel good. Beauty stuff, if I want to save money to get a massage, if I want to get a pedicure, anything like that, anything that would make me happy and help me to take care of myself better is going to go into this envelope. This is miscellaneous. So miscellaneous is money that does not have a job right now. This is just extra money, but this is money that could potentially go somewhere else. So you will see sometimes I will take money out of the miscellaneous envelope and I will put it into another envelope. That's what this money is for. I will have a clothing envelope, and in the clothing envelope, I will try to stuff it at least once a month, maybe twice a month. It all depends. But this will be clothing for my daughter and myself. In my husband's envelope, that's where he can use his money for any clothing or anything that he would like to buy. We will have an eating out envelope. This one, now let me talk to you a little bit about this one. In 2021, one of the areas that I felt the most out of control was eating out. I would put aside money for eating out and we would blow through it very quickly because I did not put enough money into eating out. So one of the things that I am definitely doing going into 2022 is making sure that, number one, I'm putting the correct amount of money into each envelope. Some envelopes I was putting way too much money and not enough in another one. So at some point during the pay period, I would go into one envelope to pay for stuff out of the other envelope. While that's not a bad thing because the money is there, I want to make sure that I'm a lot tighter on exactly what I need to be able to have enough money for the pay period in each envelope. Then that way I don't have to do the math and I don't have to do all that moving around and stuff. But for eating out, we did a lot of eating out, like many of you can agree with and can sympathize with. I'm a busy mom, working mom. Sometimes I just don't feel like cooking. I'm just going to be honest with you. I just do not feel like cooking. I am a weekend cook. I will get in there on the weekends and I will make some meals. But during the week, it's kind of hit or miss because of my schedule. So I would like the opportunity to have at least a couple of days a week where I know that we can get takeout, or I can stop by and pick something up on the way home and not have to feel guilty about it because I'm already allotting for it. Dating. My husband and I are starting a date night folder. We have done a very good job of trying to maintain a regular date night, but we want to continue to do better in that area. At least once a month, we will have an official date night, maybe twice a month if we can swing it. But one of the things that we do whenever we go out on a date is we use that as an opportunity to bless someone. If you are our server and you do a good job, then just know that we are going to give you a good tip. And that's just one of the things that we enjoy doing. We are both givers and we enjoy leaving someone a really good tip. It makes us feel good. So to start off our dating envelope, I actually have a couple gift cards in here, as you can see. So I will be adding cash on top of this. So that way when we decide, okay, this week is going to be our date night week, we already have a gift card in here for a couple different local restaurants. And then I just have to save money for whatever activities we're going to do for that date night and save money for the tip that we're going to give. So this one is already started. Next envelope is going to be Petunia. Petunia is my dog. She is a 6-month-old pug. and I love her dearly. And in her envelope, I will put monies for her medical care, for her food, for clothes, which she hates, but that's okay. She'll be all right. But I wanted to make sure that I had an envelope started for her. That way that money is not just coming out of my personal money, or it's not coming out of our grocery money or something like that. She has an envelope dedicated to her. This is food overflow. All right, now, going back to what I said previously about some of the envelopes I allocated too much money for and some I didn't allocate enough. Grocery was one of the envelopes that I allocated too much money for. There's only 3 of us in my home, myself and my daughter. So I gave us way too much grocery money, and we ended up not using it during that pay period. So what would happen is I would have extra money. So what I did was I started a food overflow envelope, and then I'm going to definitely refine exactly how much money I give us for that pay period. And on top of that, I definitely want to spend this money on what it was intended for. So this is my overflow, and you will see as I put more money into my grocery fund, this money at some point will get used. I will, there's a $100 bill in here now. I will make change, and then maybe on some of the other months, I'll kind of plus it up a little bit with a little bit of our grocery overflow money. This last envelope is bank. So if I am out and about and I have cash for everything, but I happen to go to a store that does not allow cash, or they want exact change, and I have to end up using my debit card, whatever I debit that I already had money for, I can go ahead and put that money into the bank envelope, and then the next time I go to the bank, I can take that money and put it back into my checking account. So that way everything stays nice and even and everything is accounted for. What I was doing previously was, if that happened, I have a cushion in my savings account, in my checking account. So I was swiping that money, which didn't hurt anything because the money was there, but then I would still leave the money in my envelope. So at the end of the pay period, I would always have extra money, but that money actually should have gone back to the bank to cover what I swiped. So I want to get better about that. I want to get way more accountable, and actually have a bank envelope, and then that way I can put that money back. So that's it for short term. The next envelope or next binder is long term. And this is anything that I'm saving for the entire duration of the year. And I will be adding envelopes to this as we go on. So you'll see 1 or 2 more envelopes are being added to this, because there's always something that I realize, you know what, I need to start saving for that, even though it's for October. I need to start saving for that, even though it's for July. Well, it's you know, almost January 2022. Now is the time to start making those types of decisions. But this is what we've started with. So this is debt. So we use our credit card, and we get really good cash back. So that's why I don't feel bad about using the credit card, but I do like to pay that card off at the end of the month. So if I put gas on it, or say I get my groceries delivered and I go ahead and I pay the groceries using the card, and then I put that money into the bank envelope and then put it back in the bank, or I can put it into debt and use that to pay for the credit card at the end of the month. That way anything that I spend is being paid off at the end of the month. Keep everything good. Next one is our emergency. So for emergency, we have an emergency fund that is fully funded with $1,000. We decided a long time ago that 1K was not going to be enough for us and for our family. And that's just a personal decision to everyone who is, you know, doing the Dave Ramsey program. $1,000 is what he suggests, but for us, we like to have a little bit more of a cushion. So we've decided to go up to $2,500 that we will keep in the emergency fund at all times. So with that being said, that means that I need to add to the emergency fund. So that is what this envelope will be. Vacation, super happy about this one because I love to travel. And now that we can travel a little bit more freely, I want to start saving up for a nice vacation this year. We've gone on little weekend trips. We've gone out of town, that kind of thing. But I would like to take a nice family vacation. My daughter graduates from high school this year, so I'd like to take a trip as a family. I do have one older daughter who is in college, and I have two stepdaughters, one who is in college and one who is in high school. And so we spend a lot of time together, but it's been a very long time since we've all gone somewhere together as a family, and I'd like to do that this year. Also, one of the things that I'm planning for is a runcation. Now, for those of you who don't know what a runcation is, it is a vacation where you go to do a run. I am a runner / fast walker, and I love competing in lots of local races, 5Ks, 10Ks, half marathons. But there are some races that are out of town that I would like to attend. Haven't quite 100% decided yet, so I haven't signed up for anything, but it's in the back of my mind that, you know what, it would be nice to go to this race. So what I want to do is I want to start saving some money in the vacation fund. That way, as we get closer to the date, I can decide whether or not I definitely want to go forward with doing that. Two of the races that I want to do, one is in Vegas and one is in Florida. So I need to start tucking away money now. That way, if I do make a last minute decision to go ahead and register, I've already got a head start. Gifts are just that. These are for gifts that we're going to use throughout the year. This is for gifts for our family. This is for baby shower gifts, graduation gifts, just anything that we need gift related. I wanted to start a fund for. Next is car. So this is, and I should actually put on here, new car, because at some point this year, I'm looking into getting another car. My car is paid off. It's a 2015, but I am looking to get something a little bit newer. Don't know if I'm going to get a completely brand new car or if it's just going to be new to me, but I am looking into getting something else. So I'm pretty sure I won't have to put down a down payment, but I wanted to start saving now. That way, if I do, I'll have the money. Next is car maintenance. My husband's car is also paid off. So with that being said, every pay period, I'd like to save some money that we can use to fund oil changes, any services that we need, or any repairs. My husband's car is a 2012, I believe, and the cars are in very good condition. We take good care of our cars, but it's just always smart to make sure that you have some money set aside for any car maintenance or anything that might come up. Next is graduation. I'm super excited about this because my baby is graduating from high school. She is 17. She's very excited, and with graduation, I should actually label this as like senior year, because this is for anything and everything senior year related. That is pictures, that is prom, that is yearbook, that is senior trip, that is anything that she might need during the senior year. I want to go ahead and start planning for. Depending on how much is in this envelope, we'll also use whatever is left over to have her a party if she would like at the end of the year for graduation, and just to be able to have that money there, so that way that money is not coming out of our regular budget. We know it's coming. We know something is coming up, so that way when she's like, hey mom, can I, get a yearbook, or can I do this? Yes, the money will be there. The next two envelopes are going to be for my savings challenges. So the two that I'm definitely doing right now are, it's going to be to save all of my ones and save all of my fives for the entire year. So every $1 bill that I encounter and every $5 bill that I encounter will be saved in here. At the end of every pay period, when I film a video, I'm going to unstuff my daily wallet, and any ones and fives that I have will go into these envelopes. I don't know what I'm going to do with the money just yet, but we will see. That money will be there, and it'll be nice to see exactly how much I can save at the end of the year. Now, these aren't the only two savings challenges that I want to participate in, but I just have not narrowed down which other ones I would like to participate in. Like I said, I watch a lot of very lovely ladies on YouTube, and they do some really fun challenges. So I definitely want to get in on a couple more challenges. Just haven't decided yet. This last one, this is my everyday wallet. So in my everyday wallet, I have, it's just an empty one, groceries. So this is where I keep the grocery money. But once again, remember, I have the grocery overflow. So if I need more money than what I have in my wallet, I can get it out of the grocery overflow. Or if I give myself $100 for that pay period or $120 for that pay period, and I don't feel like, just already forecasting, I don't feel like we're gonna need all of that, I can put 60, just as an example, I could put 60 in my daily wallet and then put the rest into the overflow wallet. That way I know I have it, but it's not in here. The next one is for Petunia or Toonie. This is her daily envelope that stays inside of my wallet. So once again, her money will go into her envelope, but as I need it, I can take it out and put it in here. If I know I'm going to the store and I'm getting her some food, I can go ahead and I can put that money into my daily wallet. If I know that she needs some shots, I can go ahead and put that money into my daily wallet. This is for eating out, and you see that there's nothing in here. This is for beauty, also self-care. And once again, same concept. If I put it into self-care, but I know that I'm going to buy conditioner and some nails, then I'll go ahead and I'll put that money into my daily envelope. And then this last envelope is just labeled as mine. This is where I put my allowance. This is where I put the money that I'm going to spend personally, and I keep it with me. Now, you might be thinking, why do you have two envelopes for the same thing? For me, it's all about separation, okay? I like having cash, and sometimes I get spend happy, and if I have $100 in here, I tend to spend more freely if I only have than if I only had $30 in here. So that's why I go ahead and I just kind of separate and then keep only a small amount in my daily wallet and go with that. So that's my daily wallet. The next thing I want to show you is the planner that I'm going to use for 2022. This is my Elevation Life Co. planner. This planner is from Taylor Budgets, and I am super excited about using this planner because this planner is the first planner that I've used in a very, very long time that I am not going to have to modify. And I'll tell you exactly what I mean by that. So if you open it up, move this out of the way. If you open it up, I've already started filling some of this out. Some of it I'm going to go back in and fill out after this video is over. And then in my next video, you'll see more numbers and stuff. But this is, I've recently unboxed this, so it is brand new. So I'm giving you guys a sneak peek. So this is your month. It is completely empty, so you can fill in your dates. I've already gone in and I put in our 3 paydays. There's a little section in here for goals. There's a section in here for categories. And then there's a section in here for brain dump. So in this part of the brain dump, this is where I will probably put things that I want to remember, things that, you know, as they come to me, I'll go ahead and put it here in the brain dump area. This is your monthly budget sheet, and it has your income, your budgeted amount, your actual amount, and then your plus or your minus. And then you have your fixed expenses, variable expenses, and then down here, this is your debt and savings. So very, very good setup, very easy to maneuver and to manage and keep track of. There's a quote every month, which is great. And then this is what I love. This is the paycheck budget. So you see, I've already started filling out the 1st of January. I did cover it up because I do not want to give my actual numbers. So I did cover that up. But this is where you do your paycheck. So I told you that my husband and I, we get paid 3 times a month, 4 times if we count our business income. So I needed enough entries so that I can do one for every single pay period. Most of the planners that I've used in the past only have 2 spots for you to do your budget, sometimes 3, but I need 4, sometimes 5. If I have maybe some income that came from my side hustle, which I might talk a little bit more about later, but if I have some income from my side hustle, then that's 5 pay periods that I need to budget for. 3 for our income, 4 for our business, and then 5 for the side hustle. So I needed space for all that. This budget planner gives me space for all of that, and I'm super excited about it. Usually I'd have to modify one of the sheets and in my old planner and kind of make it enough, but this one is perfect. So I have this one already set up for the 1st of January. Like I said, I will go in there and put my numbers in there. Over here on this side, this is your paycheck denomination setup. So you have your categories, your total, and then how you want to break down your cash. So if I wanted to give myself $100 for groceries, put groceries here in the category, total is $100, and then how I want to break that down. Do I want 5 20s? Do I want some 10s? Do I want some 1s? And then down here at the bottom, you put your total, you put your bill quantity, and your total bill amount. Flip over to the next page, and so this is a week view. This is your jotted down section where, once again, you can write down all of the stuff that you're thinking about before you forget, important notes to yourself. This is what did you buy today? So this is going to be very, very important because, once again, like I said, I want to try to keep track of my expenses and not just spend money and not have a tracking mechanism to account for where it went. Another brain dump area, and then this is your weekly check-in. And your weekly check-in, you have a category, you have your starting amount, the amount spent, and then the total amount remaining. And then that next page, we start with another paycheck budget. Like I said, there are 5 of these, 5. Okay, so I can have 5 paycheck budgets for the entire month. So I think that that's absolutely amazing, and I love this planner already before I'm even getting started. It's not even January yet, and I'm super excited about using it because of that. Flip all the way to the end of the month, and then you have a sinking fund update where I can track all of my sinking funds and the amount that I saved. Over here, I have a debt update where I can put all of my debts, starting balance, a minimum payment, and then my ending balance, and then total amount paid off and total percentage paid off. And then at the very end, I have notes where I can write any notes that I have for myself. So that is my Tailored Budgets planner. I will put all of the information in the bottom, in the description box. And if you get a chance, please go over to Tailored Budgets and check her out because she is amazing. So that is it. Like I said, I'm new to this community, and I want to use these videos to not only help someone else, but to bring a sense of accountability to what I'm doing and what I want to do in 2022. The YouTube budgeting space is the best, and there are so many lovely ladies that I watch who keep me motivated, and I really want to create a space this year where I can not only give back, but also be able to go into 2023 knowing exactly what I've learned, how much progress I've made, and how you guys have helped me on this journey. So I am super excited, very excited to get to know you. Please comment down in the comments below. Let me know a little bit about yourself as we start this journey together. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on a notification bell so you can know every time I upload. And until next time, be blessed and bless others. Bye.